everybody, and welcome again. It's another practice session, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
That's what we're doing.
And this is practicing for the Airgun Expo. Again, we haven't quite set dates yet, but we're working on it.
We're getting close.
Getting close. And yesterday, gosh, did you have a good time yesterday?
I did.
I got to shoot some fun stuff. You got to shoot a brake barrel. That was the highlight, wasn't it?
I think that was the highlight of my day.
Yeah, no, it really wasn't. We've already established Travis is a bit of a airgun snob.
That's true.
But that's okay. That's all right. You know, I'm not so much. We still get along. It's an amazing thing. Different opinions, and we can
agree
still
to
exist.
disagree all the time.
Yeah. Exactly. He's wrong, but that's okay. I mean, and he thinks I'm wrong.
Sometimes.
But that's okay. Today we are actually in the studio. So yesterday we did the live range day, and
in the freezing.
It was cold.
Yeah, it was. It's awfully warm in here, though.
It's toasty in here. We are at 71 degrees in here with a nice.
Compared to yesterday, it feels like 91.
Yeah, yes, you're like I'm about shed layers. We got a nice wood stove going, and we're in the nice.
Comfy.
And it's a little windy outside. Much worse today than it was yesterday.
Yeah. Today it's blowing really good.
But anyway, we are here, and we're here to talk about obviously Airgun Expo and that cool stuff. Gateway to Airguns. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll talk about that. And the barrier to entry on most PCP folks comes right down to the key topic today.
That is absolutely correct.
Yeah. So I'm going to let you talk about that because you're really. I mean, I shoot a lot of PCPs too, but I cut my teeth on brake barrels, and I still love them. But you're a PCP guy, and you shoot a lot.
100%. Yeah, I shoot every single day.
Yes.
Sorry, I can't. I'm checking audio with Travis.
Sorry. Then we had a distraction from the sound crew.
It's live. What do you want?
Yes.
Are we good?
I'm trying to see which one you're on. Is he on two?
I am on.
I think he is. As long as you got a green light, you're good. You're good to go.
I'm on green light.
Yeah, I need to turn his volume up.
Okay. All right. Then there's the gain knob at the top if you need more gain.
It's live, folks. It's live. And it's all a test for the.
What I'm hearing.
Yes. All right. So
all a
let's go
test.
back. Let's go back to what's important here.
Right.
Shooting PCPs.
Right. And how to do that coming out of the gate.
Yeah.
So now you want to get into PCP air rifle.
You really do want to.
You really do want to because one, it's fun. Two, no recoil, low noise. Once you get through the initial purchase of the rifle, it's very inexpensive. But now you got to fill that thing up, and that's where the big gap is.
I actually have something right over here because you can do this, right? This is also a HiLL product. This is the Mark V. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to join you here.
Yeah, there you go. And so, like, if you get a gun like the Umarex Origin, it comes with a pump.
Comes with this pump.
That's a starter pump. This is a more professional pump.
Yeah.
Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah, that's this is lower end. This is upper end.
This is the highest end, really, on this pump. But this is the way to do it. Right in my face. Look at that. That's bad TV right there. But this is.
It's all hide behind our pumps.
Yeah, right. In fact, some people say I look better that way. Anyway, you can use this. It's a lot of work, right? If you're going to fill it up.
And it is. And for me personally, being an airgun snob, the last thing I want to do is sit there and pump this gun up and get my arms all sore and then go shoot the thing.
Well, if I do it, I almost need like a medevac after I'm done, only because I'm a big fat guy and I'm out of shape. But besides that, if I maybe use a pump more, I'd be in better shape.
Yeah,
I
there's
could
that.
do that. There is that
It's
thought.
aerobic.
I don't need to be in shape that bad. I'll stick with something better. We're going to get to in a minute. But it is a lot of work. And like a gun like this is the Rex pistol, tiny little tank.
Yeah.
So actually, the hand pump is great for this.
Yeah,
right?
that would pump up pretty good.
But if you've got a bottle gun, and we really don't have a bottle gun.
We didn't even bring one over here.
But we've got. I mean, if you've got a bottle gun that's like a 480 or a 580 cc,
4,500 fill.
yeah, you're not going to want to do this at all. That's just going to take way too long. We're talking 500-600 pumps probably, and that's.
And you're going to do it in steps and stages, so it's going to take you a while.
Yeah. All right. So let's get these.
Let's put these away.
Yeah, put these
this
away.
This is the unfun zone.
Yeah. It's practical if you need to,
Well, cost cost effective.
Yeah, and in a pinch where you don't have power or other things, I always
keep one too.
yeah,
Back
a
up
hand
for
pump you got to have it. All right, so we're beyond that. Now what do you do? And boy, are there a lot of, we'll call them affordable pumps, because affordable is relative, right?
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
to talk to my camera here in a minute. If Sue switches over. Affordable is relative, right? So if you're a person that is used to more expensive things, $2,000, $3,000 to fill your high-end air guns with clean, dry air is just what you do. But if you're used to really having to pitch a penny, that is like, forget it, that's not affordable. So affordable is completely relative. Okay?
Sure. Yeah,
all right?
exactly.
So I'm going to go back to camera one here, Sue. So if depending on where you are, there are options in the market.
Right. Based
So-
on your income.
yeah.
What you can afford.
And so what we have here is one of the options I recently got in from Pyramid Air. This is the HiLL compressor. And I saw this as a SHOT Show last year.
Yeah, we both did. Yeah.
Was immediately going, hoo, 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 hoo.
Yeah.
Because it's made by HiLL, all right? So
In England.
yeah, it's not sourced from Asia. This is built, engineered. You can tell by looking at it, you feel it, you can see the construction of it, you can see how clean the welds are.
Very well made. Just even the hardware.
Maybe go to camera 4, Sue, so they can see the overhead. She's trying to do too many things. She's going to learn the prompts as we're talking about things like the compressor, to zip in on the compressor here. But
You
as
did say that it was engineered in the UK, right?
Yes, yes. So as you pull all this together and look at it, just look at it. Would you look at it?
It is pretty.
Anyway, this is a little joke.
If I was another compressor, I'd be dating this compressor.
All right. We're learning a little bit more about you than we wanted to. Travis, let's move on. Can we go back to camera 1, Sue? All right. So, okay, we established it's a well-built unit. It is on the upper end of the personal compressor price range. Now, I say that because it's designed to fill air guns,
Right.
not bottles.
Not bottles. That's
right?
correct.
The big distinction. So if you are a guy that has a pony bottle and you're looking to fill it all the time, this is probably not going to be what you want, okay? You'll burn it up. Right?
Yep.
This is designed to fill, like you've got a Texan or
Sure.
any of the big hot sound bottle guns or an FX or something teeny tiny like this. Yeah. It'll do that all day.
Yeah,
no problem.
Up to 300 bar.
Up to 300 bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually an important distinction because it does not go to 4,500 PSI.
It does not, yeah. 300 bar.
So it doesn't do 310, it does 300. So if you have a gun that needs 45,
You're going to come up short.
Yeah, you are.
A little short.
Yeah. So, but 300 bar, it'll do that, right? And we're going to get on how it does that here in just a second.
Which is 4,350
43, yeah, 4350.
PSI.
It's like a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot of bar.
Which
What-
is
what-
a lot
what-
if you're going to
what-
be using a hand pump.
Yeah, I'm giving him a hard time. All right.
It's nothing new, guys.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about, we talk about build quality, it's made in England stuff, all right? And it is on the upper end of the personal compressor for filling air guns.
Right, and the retail on this is right around $1,000, right?
Right around $1,000.
Right around $1,000. So this isn't what I would call an entry-level pump. There are less expensive ones, of course, out there.
I mean, we talked about the Ready Air yesterday.
Yep.
It's 550, and it has
550.
similar feature sets. And this doesn't do some of the things that does. So,
No.
but this has a higher fill rate.
Right.
We're going to get to that. It's quieter.
It's extremely quiet.
yeah. So it's got some different advantages. It is twice the money.
It's twice the money.
So I mean,
Is it
not
twice?
quite.
Is it twice the compressor?
Well, that's a tough one.
That's a tough
I don't know
one,
if it's twice the compressor, but it has a set of features that are different that may be worth the additional money for those that want those features.
I agree.
I would pay for a quieter compressor.
Me personally too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
I
personally
don't
too.
care.
So that's options, right?
I don't care.
That's the options we're talking about.
Exactly.
There's
right.
a lot of
Absolutely.
different compressors out there right now.
Right.
But we're focusing on this one today.
Yeah, so let's take a look at this one. So I've used this quite a bit. Now, you were looking through the manual today before the show. Was there anything in it that you saw that was interesting?
Well, one, that it has a 300 bar fill, so I needed to know that right out of the get-go, which doesn't affect me one iota.
Okay.
Two, it's only used for filling a gun.
Right.
No pony tanks, no big bottle guns, and one thing I read too that I didn't know is that it'll shut itself off just randomly, so you have to check the oil.
Yeah.
So it'll just shut off in the middle of a field sometimes, and it just wants you to check the oil.
Yeah, it is proactive, because what burns these up, right, of the personal stuff is lack of maintenance.
Right, lack of maintenance.
And a lot of the
overheating, yeah.
A lot of the more affordable units don't have hour meters. They don't have something that reminds you to check it. This is a very smart compressor. Okay.
Yeah.
When we turn it on, the first thing it asks us is, "Do I have oil?"
Yeah.
Check it, and you have to acknowledge that you've checked it before it'll let you do anything.
Right, and that oil we're talking about is this on the side here.
Yes, flip it around.
Can we go to the overhead, Sue, number 4? And right here is the silicone tank. It's filled up here through this blue fill knob. Take it off, you fill it up to this blue line here. And it has a weep hose, and it pulls that silicone oil up, and it lubricates the cylinder.
Yeah.
And if this runs dry, then guess what?
You're not
a
gonna
happy
do it
campy.
And you've also got a crankcase. You got crankcase oil down here.
Yep.
So you've got two lubricants.
Two separate kinds
Yep.
of lubricants,
Yeah,
too.
and you get those refills at Pyramid Air. I've used this a bit around the shop. I really like this compressor. If I'm working and I have power, I'm not having to take it out and run. Although I've run an extension cord out to the range and used this because I like it. But if I don't need to run 12 volt, if I'm just running in the range in the shop working on stuff, I will often use this compressor just because it's quick, it's quiet, and it's super convenient. It's
Yeah,
really nice.
I was surprised this morning when we were using it to fill that Rex pistol up.
Yeah.
It filled it up
Very quick.
very quickly. I mean, I was surprised because all the other small personal compressors that I have and have tested would have took probably twice as long.
Yeah, and so the other thing it does that's sort of, this is the distinction. And I want to go back to the Ready Air just for a minute because that one shuts itself off when it gets too hot, and then you have to manually go turn it on. This one will shut itself off, and then when it cools down, it starts up again.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go over and reset it and change it. Once it hits like I wish I remember the temperature. It hits a temperature, and then the compressor stops, and the fans cool it down. It hits this, and then it comes back up. So you may hear it cycle a couple times, and you may think, oh, it's going to take longer, but the fill rate's faster, so it actually is overall still faster.
It's still faster, yeah.
Even with the pause. So
It's got a very smart, intuitive brain in here.
yeah,
It's all inside of this nicely designed.
it's
And
pretty. Should we show them how it works?
you know what? Let's do that.
Okay, so first thing you do is we turn it on, and you hear the fan start.
It's got a pancake fan.
Okay. Now up at the top
Really
here,
fill it. Moves a lot of air.
it does. I don't know if you can see that. You can probably just see it's blue. I don't know if you can see that there, Sue.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's asking me, is the lubrication okay? And I'm going to hit yes.
Because we have filled it up to the
Yeah.
blue line here.
Yeah, so that's all fine.
So
now,
we know we're peachy.
now it's a set required unit, so you can do bar or whatever. So I'm going to just rotate this dial because I'm going to set my pressure. Okay, all right. So set pressure, it's at 100 bar. Now this pistol fills to 250, so we're just going to roll this up. 250 bar, hit enter. And now we're going to rotate it to the fill. All right, where it says ready. And we're going to plug this in. This uses a probe.
We
Okay.
got our bleeder valve down here.
Yeah, so we'll leave that, make sure that's open.
That's open. Start with
Okay.
it open.
And here we go.
And then once it starts, close it off.
Yep. And you can watch. So it's pressurizing. Now you can see it start climbing. So we have hit. All right, so we just hit 200 bar, and now it's putting air in the gun.
And we're in a confined area.
Yeah, we're in a metal building,
Yeah, in a metal building. And it's not that loud. If this was outside,
and we're done.
dang, look at that.
So I'm going to bleed it.
Okay?
Okay, now granted, this is a teeny tiny bottle,
Sure.
and we had filled it to 200 bar. We wanted to just
Top
top
it
it off. And But still, I mean, that was pretty much about what it takes to fill the hose on another compressor.
Correct.
On the small ones. And this thing filled it up like that. It's very, very nice.
And it's so quiet. I mean, it is so bloody quiet. It's probably the quietest compact compressor.
It's very good, yeah. I mean, if you were going to go up from say you had to fill bottles, and let's say you were in a place where, all right, I can spend a little money.
Yeah.
Right, then I would look at the day state.
Yeah, the day state would probably be the next step
Very,
up.
very quiet.
Of course, that's twice as much money as this.
It's over $2,000 once you're paying for
But that's
shipping and everything.
really the next step.
I would say, and now there's compressors in between that also fill bottles. The Air Venturi compressor is a very good compressor at about $1,500, $1,400. But it's not like a scuba compressor. And the day state is like a crippled scuba, it's just missing that extra filter.
Yeah, for breathable air.
For breathable air. But you know, if you're looking at like super, just really well built, just really well built.
If you just look at the fittings, and the welds and the material, I mean, even this piece of bracketry here that's welded to the frame is thick.
Yeah, it's
It's sturdy. It is a sturdy unit. It's not heavy at all either. I mean, it's fair. I mean, you could definitely
you can whip it around the shop pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, if you took it on the road too, because it's 110 powered, then you know you could plug it in your hotel room and not worry about bothering the people in the next room, because it's plenty quiet enough to run in the hotel room, I think.
Yeah, I really like it. I know we've gone on and on about it at this point, but from I want a good unit that's going to be clean, dry air for my air guns. I want it to last. I don't mind spending a little more money. This is something you really need to look at.
Yeah.
You have a question over there?
My camera switching has stopped working.
Okay.
I can't get it to switch back to number 1.
Okay.
It's on number 4.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate. Let me, Travis, why don't you talk to the folks about, I don't know, something. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So it's like we were saying, it's a 110 unit, and it has a really long. I bet this extension cord that comes with is 15 feet long. Yeah, I'd say about 15.
Well,
feet.
I bought that extra.
Oh, did
just so
you?
you know, yeah.
Well, then it doesn't come with.
It doesn't come with that. I pulled one on you there,
buddy.
I know.
Oh well.
It's because I had to have a really long.
But I was
heavy-duty
also
one
I was
for the
reading
shop.
in the manual to when you are running this unit, do not use an extension cord. They do not want you to use an extension cord because that'll cause the circuitry to overheat. So use the cord that comes with it.
Yep. Yeah. What I
and run
did
it
is
into a receptacle.
I bought a extra long heavy duty computer cable.
Yeah.
So that you can do.
Yeah.
But you don't want to run a power strip and all that.
Yeah, you don't, exactly what they said in the manual. Don't run into a power strip and then run a 20-foot long extension cord.
Yep.
It needs it for the circuitry in this this computer. Are we switching now?
No, we're all set. No,
Oh, great.
Just a little
Button?
button over
you
there.
need to be
Yeah,
pushed?
everything's fine. We're learning.
But
learning.
talk
how
about
to-
pushing buttons. This pushes a lot of my buttons. I like a lot of the features that this unit
Yeah.
has.
No, I think it's ideal.
Packable, super quiet, easy to see what's going on. You know, the display's really bright. It's easy to follow. It doesn't take. You don't have to do any calculations or anything. It's just right there in front of you. The knob's a rotary knob and with a push button to select. It's super.
Let me ask you guys a question here. If we were going to grab another compressor, and let's say we reset and did another compressor video, I'm going to give you guys the options we have. And why don't you tell us what you want to learn about? Because I got a bunch here in the shop. Okay, so
You literally got one.
I do. I have a whole lot.
Two of everything.
Almost. All right, so here's what I got that we could plug in and use today if you guys wanted to see it in our next, because we're going to do another test thing here. I do have the Ready Air. We have the Ready Air. I have the Day State.
Got the dish.
I do have a couple Davy compressors. I have like the Young Hang sort of ones with the bucket of water thing. That may pull a little bit too much current on my solar. I don't know. That might be a little bit of a stretch. And I have the JTS. I have the trail charger. So if you guys, let's pick the small personal ones. But I'm going to throw in the Day State in that because the Day State runs great.
Yeah,
and it does draw a lot of power.
And I've used the Daystate a lot myself, a whole lot, and it is rock solid.
So if you wanted to see the next video, the Daystate, JTS, ready air, or trail charger, you guys, which would you like to see next? And we'll pull it up and go from there.
We'll talk about how
Yeah.
it compares.
Yeah,
maybe.
we'll do that. Guys, that's really going to be it. This is an example of what we got going on for studio work here. And we hope you guys like what we're doing. You know, let us know. Reach out to Travis at the GTA. Reach out to me here on Facebook or whatever. And we'll try and do the best we can to get the kind of information you guys want to see and learn about.
Yeah, I think it's going swimmingly. We're learning a lot as we're doing this, as we're
What
getting
buttons
ready
to
for
hit?
as we're getting ready for the Airgun Expo. Pretty much this format and the style has never really been attempted.
I don't think so.
So we're learning.
Yeah.
You know.
And we're trying to do a lot of this just be all live.
Yeah.
So live, and we take questions, and you guys can ask them.
Yeah.
And we'll
Ask
answer
us
them.
anything, even if it's not about this compressor or another one.
Yeah.
We know we're here to, share the knowledge.
Absolutely. Guys, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. My name is Rick Utzer.
Travis Whitney.
See you guys.
Have a good day.